Okay, so next step, can you hear me? Should I call you Avo or Catch? Should I call you Cherry Flowers? One thing I'm kinda curious about is how long is the lag between me saying something and then you hearing it. So I'm going to say right now on Telegram, and I will also say now. And can you tell me how long the difference is? So now. Okay, that is a considerable lag. There should be some way to make it less laggy, but I have no idea how. the mic I'm using is dedicated. It's not on laptop. It is on PC, but it's like not an internal mic. Is it bad? I feel really old because I'm trying to use the chat and I have no idea how to do it. I'm supposed to be an IT professional, but yeah, this is a new thing for me. Sherry, you will get editing in about 7 minutes. I just want to give people a little time to notice the post and then I will start. In the meantime, I think I'm going to go through one of the unsorted photo shoots. So I'm not sure how much fun it will be to watch. But I need to sort this, so at least I can be productive a little. Also you will see how many photos which are very similar to each other I have. If anybody feels like having any comments or questions, I'll be happy to hear them, possibly to answer them. This was exactly the moment when I realized I don't have my lens because I forgot them at my hotel. So eventually I had to go physically closer. I can't say I was super excited about the scaffolding, but in the end I've just tried and I really liked the color of the building in the background. Yeah, it's totally normal. I apologize in advance for some coughing. I've brought some minor concrete from NFC. Are late for the concert. Okay, so I think that's most of the sorting done. Let's do another pass. have sorting. I'm at 42. I think I will reduce it a little bit more, but anyway, I'm going to move to the edits. I have Silky here. 15 pictures to process. So let's get to it. I'd kinda like to know how many people are watching, if any. I have no idea how to do that. If anybody can advise me how to do it, I would appreciate it. Ah, yeah. Okay, anyway. Yep, Jamie, this is exactly what I was explaining to you. If anybody knows any better way to brighten the eye, I'm all ears. I have personal vendetta towards 3D eyes because I have no idea how to avoid this effect. They are basically a pit hole. Okay, I've tried. Oh, you can't see anything. That's not what I was hoping for. I'm not editing on another screen, but I can see that you can see anything. I have zero idea why. Okay, I guess I'm going to try to just share the whole window. Not exactly what I wanted to do because I have no idea what's going to pop up there. Okay, I will try a few more things. You can't see anything, right? Okay, this should be better, I guess. Can you see anything now? Hello, Spike. So anyway, this is how I'm proceeding. This is the original, this is the edited version. I'm not entirely sure if I'm completely happy with it, but it's a start. Yep, it's silky. I think I probably used too much blue. I can't decide if I like the unedited version better than the edited one. Okay, I think this works for me, so let's move to another picture. This was taken at a graveyard. They are having a park they are having a graveyard which looks like a park. And Silky was very sure that it's okay to take pictures of Photoshoot there. I was not nearly as sure. Because I was already photographing on a graveyard and I got thrown out. Not in Sweden, Czechia. Hello, Blix. Feeling that this may be working better without the color grading. Yeah, it's getting too yellow. I will leave it without it. So the main fun here is going to brighten him up a little bit because he's super dark. Yeah, technically you can go everywhere, but I mean like on a graveyard with a Photoshoot. I just felt it's so not pious. 100% happy with it. It was very harsh light, and harsh light and 3D eyes are just not a good combination. For some reason, after exporting, the photos very often look much better than in Lightroom. I have no idea why, but sometimes it was sorry, exporting them and taking another look, and it turns out that they're actually pretty good. I have one more idea that I would like to try. So this is probably going to be better. Of course, I'm going to lose a lot of resolution. I don't know, I'm inclined to provide both options. I think I will go with this. Actually, yeah, I just realized an interesting thing. I'm editing a picture that was not chosen for publishing, so let's move to another silky. And Lightroom started acting up sometimes, for some reason I don't quite understand. I would really like to use the tool, hello! Finally. Lightroom has a very interesting and annoying feature. If you choose the preset that you want to use before you actually use the tool, it remembers the preset, especially when I don't want it to. Happier if it wasn't for the stains on him, but I'm afraid there isn't much I can do about it. There was a little snow on the ground. I think I'm going to cheat a little. I was making a test of editing because these pictures felt like I may have a hard time getting something out of them, and so I'm going to see if it's going to look good or bad if I just copy the settings. Okay, now I'm completely confused because I wonder where this came. I think I know. What is wrong with straightening pictures? I think this is too aggressive, but in general this is a wonderful feature. In case you don't know it, you can copy the settings that you've set for one picture to another picture, and if the pictures are very similar, it can take it can save you a ton of time. In this case, I'm not sure if they are similar enough. I think it is pretty good. This is a bit too much, but actually not bad. Yeah, I want a dreamy look, but I'm not sure if it's exactly his face that I want super hazy. I think I like this. This is probably going to be too much. Actually, not necessarily. Photographers are such liars. Hello, Lex. That's actually from the original photo, but I've instructed the shooter to huff and puff to create the smoke, the steam. There's one function that I would really appreciate in Lightroom, and that is the ability to mask the color grading, because I would really appreciate if it wasn't making his eyes yellow, and it is. I'm mostly in Lightroom Classic. To be honest, if I wasn't lazy to go into Photoshop, I could do the masking. But I am kinda lazy, so I'm staying here. I think I will wiggle this a little bit. Yeah, it's maybe better. I think this is good. Oh no, he threw out the one where he's eating a leaf. I have a picture where... That was another point. I was like, we really shouldn't be just ripping leaves of trees. And he was like, no, in Sweden you are allowed to rip as any leaves as you like. It's not so much about Photoshop being intimidating. I'm just using the functions that I'm comfortable with, but it's kinda annoying to have to switch there because it takes ages and then you need to save it back, and I'm just like, I can do it, but very often it's just not worth it for me. It's a cute little moon. I'm really fond of photographing him. Okay, I will, just for the sake of experiment, I will try to do the color grading in Photoshop to see how much better or worse it really is. As for camera, I'm shooting on Canon R6 and I'm pondering upgrading to R5, but so far I haven't. And as for lens, I think that most of these, this is 135mm from Canon, and I think that you will see that it's either that or 50mm. Those are my usual lenses. So let's do the same thing here. I started with Sony and then I've moved to Canon and I've pretty much stuck to Canon. To be honest, nowadays, in my opinion, whether you buy Nikon or Canon or Sony might be a little bit ahead of the others, but the cameras, all of the cameras, even the beginner ones, are so good that you're not going to make a mistake whichever camera you choose. Okay, I was hoping this would be better, and actually, in my opinion, it's worse. And now it's even worse. Okay, I will return to Lightroom. I guess Lightroom is what I'm more comfortable with. Actually, I'm fairly happy that you are asking me questions. I really enjoy when there is somebody that is actively communicating with me. I'm not sure how long the lag between the question and my answer is, and also I have the chat on another screen, so I don't always see you right away. But definitely do not hesitate to contact me. I actually enjoyed it a lot. Oh fuck. I hate 3D eyes. So much work. And seeing the result, I think I will just do without it. To be honest, lately my problem is starting to be having less customers, because when it comes to, at least on the cons, I've started doing so many photo shoots that I've realized it's just too much, And I really wanted to cut down on it, but I was so excited that people are approaching me that it's very difficult for me to turn them down, because it's like, hey, they like me, or at least my work. Basically, post your pictures and post an advertisement, and there is a chance somebody will come. What worked for me in the past is do free photo shoots. Just find a fursuiter that you like and take a few pictures of him and send him the pictures. You are going to have the pictures, and there is always some chance that he may commission you next time or not. To be honest, I wouldn't recommend trying to use fursuit photography as a line of work. I don't believe it's possible to earn money that way. I mean, the market is not big enough, and it's a wonderful way to earn some money for your photo props and for your gear. But I don't really think there is a reasonable, unless you are Captain Chaotica. If you are Captain Chaotica and you can do like 40 photo shoots per hour, or I have no idea how he's doing it, but somehow he's absolutely insanely effective, and then you can maybe make a living out of it. But that only works for a single person in the world, I think. I'm not sure if it sounded respectful, probably not that much, but actually I absolutely admire his ability to photograph non-stop. I have 2 or 3 photo shoots a day and I'm dead, and he has like 6. Captain Chaotica, definitely look him up. He makes absolutely wonderful pictures. There was a time where he said that he's learning from me, now I'm learning from him, because he's so really good. I like the sky. I don't like 3D eyes. In case you are wondering why I'm darkening them, it's because if I switched to Dodge first, then it would stay that way for the next time I use it. He's such a sweet man. Tiny moon. In every selection there are some pictures where I'm like, okay, what does he like about this? And I have to say this is one of them. Until recently I was just picking pictures and sending them to people. Wow, I have no idea how the AI is this good. I could do the same thing probably, but it would take me like an hour, and it just does magic and poof, and it's gone. Originally I used to just send people the pictures that I felt are the best, and it worked. But eventually I decided that it might be a good idea to let them choose, to just give them a selection or pre-selection I make, which if you were watching before I started editing I was doing for Flop. And It's kind of amusing to see how a photographer very often sees the pictures very differently from the customer. I'm having certain things which I like about a photo, and very often they are technical issues, or not issues, technical things. I'm super excited about some little detail that is for me as a photographer really exciting and awesome, and I tend to forget that the thank you, Spike. What was I talking about? Yeah, I started letting them choose, because very often they see something completely different in the picture than me, and I think it's actually working great, because very often they choose pictures I would definitely not have chosen, and some that I would really insist on showing are thrown away because that's just not what the customer wanted. And I'm kind of happy that I've made this choice, because I have a feeling that now I'm delivering more fitting pictures. And I like this. This used to be working so well in Lightroom, and now it's so often happening that it just doesn't work. Bold, but I think that it's going to be functional. Yeah, it works. There is chromatic aberration of the lens showing a little bit of purple outline, but since there is no purple in the picture, I think I'm fairly safe just completely desaturating purple, and I'm rid of the fringe without otherwise damaging the picture, and I think this should work. Yep. This can very often save a ton of time. Did he seriously order two almost identical pictures? I guess. See you, William. see if this works. You mean like over the all time or in the photoshoots on NFC? Hello, Flop. I was going through your pictures not so far ago. How do I hide this? Actually, it is better, so let's leave it like this. All time is going to be difficult because I'm going to be a little immodest. Did it generate eyes? It seems like it generated eyes on his back. And I will say that there is quite a few, like picking a single one would be difficult, but I will show you a picture I'm really proud of. I would say this is one of the best things I've done, and alternatively also this one. This is pretty awesome. Okay, I guess I will do this in Photoshop later. No, I don't want this. The first one took quite a while. I think I would be much faster today, but at that time it was kinda difficult. And there is one thing which I'm still kinda, I don't know how to say it, guilty. I think guilty is perfect word. There is this wolf in the background, and I intended to take some detailed pictures of him standing in the pile of rocks, and I forgot. So he was there with me for like 4 hours, and this is the best picture he's brought from that. And I thought I'm going to shoot myself when I realized that. Unfortunately, this is what happened. I'm unbearably forgetful sometimes, and in most cases it can be salvaged, but in this case I just returned home. I was really exhausted because it was kinda difficult for me, especially at the time. And then it occurred to me that I forgot to take those details, and that he was standing there or around for several hours, and he basically didn't get any picture out of that. We are still friends, I think. Hello, do work. This is good. I've realized why it wasn't working, because I was in the chat window and instead of sending the commands to Lightroom, it was ending there. It says PD calf. Oh, okay. I'm using the wrong tool. Oof, okay, interesting. There are so many eye drops. And one of them actually does what I wanted. Funny thing about the lantern one, as Flop mentions, is that it's actually a test. I was going to do some photos the next day, and I wanted to try the lighting, and I was really insecure, so I decided to go there one day ahead and see if I can make the lighting work. And this was a test, and I have a feeling that the test maybe came up better than the full picture. I think it's a good running move. It's a little overexposed, but I'm not sure if there's anything I can do with that. There was a lot of light, as you can see. I'm actually at the highest or shortest time my camera was capable of. And almost done. I'm a little less confident when I'm photographing in cityscapes, because normally I'm going for parks or forests, or generally for some kind of nature. And it's an interesting change. It's something new that I'm not used to. It's difficult for me because I just don't know how to properly use it. Very often it brings me something that I find interesting. I'm not sure if I should remove this or leave it there, because it's looking like the sky is going to be super empty if I remove it. But at the same time it looks like a stain. I think I will remove it. Maybe I will cheat a little bit. Okay, bad idea, that didn't work. Cheat a little bit more. I've tried photographing people a few times, usually when friends wanted some pictures, and on one hand I kinda really want to do more of that, because expressions, because it's much easier to work with their expressions than with fursuits who are basically stuck in one expression, and there is very little they can do about that. At the same time, I'm super nervous. I'm always super nervous. I'm always afraid that I will mess something up, and with humans it's a lot stronger, because I like the experience. Okay, this is looking really weird. For the kind of pictures I'm making, like the soldiers fighting people, cyberpunk, it's much easier to photograph, or it would be much easier to photograph people. Actually, when we have been photographing Spike, we ran into this guy and he's lent me his sword, and I have to say that I'm really satisfied with the pictures of him that I've taken there. Suits are a little difficult because they are super cute, they are super photogenic, but they are also super bulky, and they are stuck in one expression of face, which is usually kinda stoned looking smile. And I have to admit, I'm just struggling with that. I'm not entirely sure how to properly make scenes like this. Then again, hopefully, whoa, I've been on this for an hour already. Hopefully I will soon get to photos of Spike, and I have some really nice pictures of him with the swords as well, and he's looking also super awesome there. So it's not entirely impossible, it's just more difficult. So this is good. This was really blue. I'm not sure if I went too far, but I have a feeling I actually didn't. Wow. This was a really weird white balance. This is definitely not correct, but that really did surprise me. Usually pulling the temperature so far to the right would create a completely yellow picture, but for some reason the camera just decided that this needs to be super blue. Cosplay is another thing that really very much interests me. I wonder if I'll be able to find pictures. I will make a quick attempt so that I don't delay the photography, the editing. Sorry, my mouse is working, my brain is focused elsewhere. Here are some pictures of people. This is really old and it was in a really shitty situation. This is not that cool anymore, but yeah, this was kinda interesting. I was hoping that I will find Guardians of Galaxy, which are somewhere around. Yep, here. Seriously. And this was really interesting. When you need to repair the gauntlet of universe, hammer is definitely the way to go. And here's a little internal misunderstanding. Rocket is always ready to pull out guns. A lot of the light is mine. This is my light. This is my light. This is my light. This is my light coming from behind. I was really excited about this photo shoot. When it comes to the bench, you mean the bench, or would you like to share it with Silke? Thor is funny. From what I understood, that pretty much a rag or sweater or whatever he has on is licensed, and it was like, I don't know, $150 or something like that for a sweater, because reasons, because brand. Actually, I think that if you speak with Silke, he will be very happy to share a bench with you. He's super sweet, super nice person. Let's see if I can get rid of the pesky humans. There should be some way. Is any of you actually streaming? There should be some way to make sure that there is not a big lag between when I'm speaking and when you react, but I have no idea how to do it because I'm new to streaming, and I just have no idea how to make it work. I will play with that next time. I will focus on the photo. This is just so cool. Humans be gone. I really like this picture. More than I expected. Of course. Okay, so that should be it. Let's try it out.